Hello everybody and welcome back once again. We are playing and finishing All Quiet in the Trenches. We started a hardcore playthrough a couple of weeks ago. It went pretty well. We did quite well on it. We managed to get, I'd say, just over halfway. We're in good shape. We have lost a couple of soldiers, unfortunately. But let's jump straight back in. Let's not. Wait. Here we are. The top one last played 2 whole weeks ago, folks. 2 whole weeks ago. And so let's jump in. And here we are, back at camp. We're not doing too bad. Like I said, we've got 6 soldiers. We just did a trench phase, no battles, from what I remember. With just 4 people, and the being able to send your people back to trench to recuperate is very, very useful and very needed, I would like to add, because now that you can collapse during the trench phase, now that you have to do a few extra things, maybe like build some projects, you need to be able to get your guys to rest. And I also love how the fact that one of the first things that comes up is a trip to the pub. That is fantastic. Now we left off, let's remind ourselves, we are in low prestige. That is not fantastic. We do, however, have a neutral mood. The hospital is slightly full. We are low on food supplies. There is low supply stock. But it's sunny, folks, so let's look on the bright side. So, who wants to have a conversation? The rats keep coming. So we have a rat problem as well. Till that improves, you can expect more work assignments. We also have guard duty and laundry duty, so quite frankly at the moment, we do not have enough people to do all of our duties. I'm not going to request additional provisions because, quite frankly, do not have the people. Plus, it will annoy von Carsbrook. Now, I don't personally care about von Carsbrook's opinion, but it's a pretty big game mechanic, ladies and gentlemen. So let's also remind ourselves, there is absolutely no recovery whatsoever. Although, have they both just collapsed? They've both just collapsed, so they're not injured anyway. And I think we got away with, obviously, no injuries across the board. That is, of course, because there was no battles, ladies and gentlemen. There was no battles. Now, what is my current ration level? No, standard rations. Thank you very much. Trying to give out mega rations? How dare you? Then, of course, what we want to go and do is yeah, let's grab rewards. Bigger rations. Oh, this guy needs a reward. Our morale is not that this guy. I still reek of the latrine. Pal. That's 3 of them. Get Menk in the corner. Morale is slowly going up. We do have a few, of course, larger problems, though. Where are we? He is now content, and let's find the last guy. Hunt, who for some reason has a giant bandage around his head. They won't feel shortchanged because they're all getting it too. Right. So, this leaves. We have 2 per guard duty. And then we have 1 for laundry duty. Let's have a look at the 1 for laundry duty first. I mean, I kind of... Oh no, Linux fine. Right, so I'm thinking maybe Linux laundry duty. Who is tired of war? Is that not Linux? Is that Mank? Male? Male. Right. Mail's going to the pub. And the other two are going to be on guard duty. Now, this is not how I'd like to put them all around. Now, if I had the two less people, this would be going golden. However, not quite the case. So, I mean, for instance, we're gonna have to leave the rats, and we already have low food supplies. If I go to headquarters, when's the next shipment? In a couple of days. So we might just get it by next turn, assuming it's not delayed. So we could be okay. We could be okay. Positive events have gone up. Good mood has been added. So there you go. We do, however, have tired soldiers. So we need to look after that. Hopefully I get my guys back from being collapsed. And we can diversify and even get rid of those rats. Some of my men and I sat together in silence. Linux was engrossed in a newspaper. The picture of a steamship, it had piqued my interest. What happened there? I asked, nodding my head towards the picture. Oh, it's a clusterfuck, said Linux. One of our submarines has sunk the Arabic along with some American civilians. And that's after the whole mess with the Lusitania. Mail drew in a sharp breath. The Lusitania was loaded with ammunition. Our navy had warned them in advance, and they had every right to sink them. Every right? Yeah, Lennox roared. They were civilians and children. Over 100 children, and almost all of them were killed. The naval blockade with its starvation plan has left the navy no other choice, Mail countered. We are soldiers here. We can't influence what happens out there anyway, or I decided not to stop the discussion. I'm going to stop the discussion. I'm going to step in. Do my duty. The two men fell silent. Linux turned back to his newspaper. The topic didn't come up again for the rest of the evening. That's probably, look, he's going to hurt me. The turmoil in the village could be heard before we saw the smoke and flames in the otherwise dark night. A barn had caught fire, and now the villagers scrambled to prevent the fire from spreading. Now, I don't put much stock in the villagers. They never really help us. Now, they never really hinder us either, to be fair. Maybe that's because they don't hate us. I'm going to monitor the situation, ready to intervene. But it didn't take long to realize that the villagers managed to control the fire on their own. I calmed down those of my men who had been at my side the whole time, nervously awaiting the order to rush to their aid. I mean, I probably don't get too many bonuses from that either, don't get me wrong. But I also don't get any negatives. Now, the good weather has unfortunately left us. Current is back because he has collapsed. Drain has been removed from Mail. He's unfortunately still tired of war, though. But he had a nice trip to the pub by the looks of it. Changed to double rations, and meal rations have been removed. The hospital is no longer full, and I didn't even have to intervene. Maybe that's because I got my guy back. Fairly compassionate at it. I like it. He's down to just being tired. He is no longer strained at all, and negative events have decreased for our good man, Menk. And positive events have mildly decreased for two others, but they will return, don't you worry. Under officer, resupply came in. The shipment was smaller than I expected. I added some from my reserve to make up for the difference, so your soldiers won't starve. Don't squander it. Thank you, good sir. But I'm still on low food supplies. Am I supposed to go and pick it up? I consider you redeemed of your lapses. That didn't add a job. We have guard duty. Okay, we can just about do the jobs we're doing. Once again, logistics officer. For at least a month, but you don't seem to have given me any supplies from this month. Let's see what else is going on. I'll do what I can, but you never be able to do it on your own. That's fine. We know about that. Combut isn't quite back on his feet yet, but I had to let him go. We don't have enough capacity to deal with such cases at the moment. Please allow him some rest and take better care of your people to avoid such avoidable consequences of exhaustion in the future. Aren't you trying to tell me it's my fault? So let's go back to the tent camp. Ah, look at these people. Highly motivated. We're hurting them even more. This isn't right, Herr Underofficer. These people just like you and me, and civilians to boot. Huh. Have some bigger rations. Have some bigger rations. There's 2. We got. Come on, buds. Some bigger rations. Male. Have some bigger rations. And Mank. Ah, good friend Mank. Have some bigger rations. Positive events are increasing across the board. Let's pop back to that field hospital. And let's find Hunt. Have some bigger rations. And then let's go back to the tent camp. So we've given everyone the bigger rations. That has massively improved our mood. Hardest World War I game. Best World War I game I've ever played, however. Right, well, everything's 1 part tired. So, on that, nothing is particularly got any bad side effects. I think, yeah, there's one guy that doesn't want to do that job. That's fine. Give that to Mank. Pest control. Now, I'm sure you guys hate rats. So we'll give that to you two. And you two get to go on guard patrol. Hopefully that gets rid of the rats. Because that is a job off the list. And 2 less people on it. And yes, a multi-point welcome week. Welcome back to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here as always. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Like I said, hopefully we can get rid of pest control. I'm also wondering whether the camp ever takes up laundry duty again. I'm sure they do at some point, but I don't know, I'm not too sure. The latrine is filled to the brim. The next sermon. See, I do like how it says, for instance, the troops are happy that you've given them the opportunity. It would be nice if it then affected everybody, not just Cumberbatch, because, I don't know, he is doing it for the troops. But anyway, field rations. You've gotten rid of the rats. The rats keep coming. So they're back again. You just said we got rid of them. But it could become necessary. Yeah, and I'm down to 4 people because we are preparing a church service. You know there's going to be clap Campbells. Make sure you are ready when the time comes up. Next turn, we're going to the trenches. And he didn't give me any jobs, so I can still fulfill all of my jobs. However, do I want to is the question. Right, well, let's give everybody bigger rations. I need to help the village somehow to help improve his mood. Give you bigger rations, because you are definitely not very content. I do like everyone just stands outside in the rain. Or even sits outside in the rain. Like, nobody ducks for cover. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. So there's 4. We are missing. Here we are, male. Get you some bigger rations. Negative events have decreased. Why do you have negative events? Recent events. Interesting. Rainy has been added. Positive events have gone up. No longer tired at all? No, changed to tired. Yeah, I consider this... I consider this a good round. Hunt, have a reward. He's motivated. Hopefully I can get him back for the next phase. That would be quite nice. But let us fight latrine duty. We know who that's been given to, don't we? He's the man. He never complains. He's gonna be... I mean, you know, unfortunately I can't give it to Cameron, but he is, he's a little bit preoccupied. And so, laundry duty will go... I mean, it's kind of the same, but I'm going to give it to Menk. I feel like it's slightly lighter than pest control. And so on pest control, we'll have you two. Yeah, that'd be quite a nice mechanic for... I suppose we could skip rat duty. There's a fair point. I'm wondering whether it carries over, though. But obviously, if I can get rid of the rats now, will I come back to a rat-free camp? And obviously, we don't know what condition we're going to be in when we get back. So I think I am going to keep it for that one reason. Obviously, when we come back, I don't want to come back to an extra job. I don't want to come back to maybe an angrier von Carlsbrook. And maybe less soldiers. I could also, for instance, you know, have to start clearing out the field hospital. If we are slightly full. So I'm gonna leave it there for this turn. And hopefully we can get rid of those damn rats. Probably not. Probably not. We're gonna be leaving it there, I think. When I entered the lieutenant's tent, I was welcomed by the same condescending look that I had been receiving in his presence for months now. This time, instead of seething anger, there was an unusual coldness underneath. Herr Underofficer, I had given you chance after chance to prove yourself and to behave in a manner befitting your rank. But time and time again you have let me down. He left this reproach hanging for a moment and observed my reaction before turning to the actual message with grim satisfaction. Your failure as under-officer in the service of Kaiser, I hereby relieve you of your rank and position. What? And release you back to Mannschaftsdienst. You are now an ordinary soldier again, Herr Unterofficer. What? I'm on low prestige, almost normal. I didn't realize. I thought you had to get much lower to lose your rank. This is a shocking outcome for the books, ladies and gentlemen. I saluted respectfully. I mean, I really should spit at his feet. At least nothing could be held against me. I barely had time to say goodbye to my soldiers before I had to join my new unit. Men were very confused and sad. Some even wanted to put in a good word for me with the lieutenant, but it was of no use. I could only hope that the under-officer to whom I would be assigned would handle my life responsibly. What? Well, all the soldiers lost their negative events when I left, so maybe it was for the best. That is where I didn't realize simply being on low prestige could get you sacked. I thought you had to be on very low prestige. I thought you had to like lose prestige. That is a new one for me. Okay then. Well, yeah, that was unexpected. I'm gonna retry this. We did only just start the stream. Okay, it's not letting me load game. Let's see if we can gain a bit of prestige. And, yeah, get back into this one. Our food stocks are running low. However, I want you to give standard rations. We are tasked with guard duty. Now, I can't ask for any extra duties this round, unfortunately. But let's... What do we got? Is it Mail that's... Yep, Mail's tired of war, so he gets to go to the pub again. We'll do the same for the round 1. Guard duty goes to... you two. And laundry duty to Linux. Let's get to next turn. And then we are... I don't know. I'm going to have to ask for another duty. And this is really weird, because he keeps saying that I am redeemed of my previous things. That seemed like such a random end. Same thing. We'll just skip through this. I'm going to do the same outcome. Okay, I mean, like I said, he claims that I'm redeemed of my... Okay, he still hasn't been resupplied. I consider you redeemed of your previous lapses. And then yet... Well, there you go, leaves a lot to be desired. But I'm getting very mixed messages from Von Karlsbruck. We're also on card duty, which he didn't actually tell me about. Isn't quite back on his feet, but you had to let him go. Right. Oh, I didn't give anybody large rations. Damn it. Because I'm more worried about... Let's get those back across the board. Let's not fail to do that this turn. And let's see if I can manage to actually get this done this time. Come on, Mel. Right, let's get the bigger rations. We're still missing 2. Oh, somebody in the field kitchen wants to have a chat, probably about rats. Please assign some people to rats. We can't assign people to rats because I need to get more work. And we are up into average prestige. Right, so guard duty is going to go to my 2 tired guys, actually. Laundry duty is going to go to Linux. And to dig trenches, we're going to send you 2. And let's see what that does. I mean, I put us on about 10 points into average. Fortunately, we've got nobody resting. But let's see if we can not get fired. Mold everywhere. And let's lose some more food to mold. Why not? As he held out an exemplary loaf of bread covered in green stains to me, I'll have to throw it away. I lowered my gaze anxiously to the basket of baked goods at his feet. We were both aware that this made up a not insignificant part of our reserves. All mode is dangerous. Get rid of it. Better safe than sorry. Save what we can be saved. We're going to have to get rid of it. It does just make our troops ill. We're both aware that sooner or later days might come when we would gladly accept such rations. That could be right now, folks. We could be about to run out of food. Although our uniforms were no longer shiny and colourful like they used to be, but only field grey, the soldiers still had to look orderly. I therefore ordered them to use this evening to mend their uniforms if necessary. When many men complied, I saw Currenbud also undressing. I knew that his uniform was already perfect and accurate. He took care of that on his own. I praised his diligence. You're doing fine, I praised him. Currenbud continued to undress anyway. I'll just look over it again, he said and almost fell over with how clumsy he was acting. I let him be. That's what he wants to do? Don't spend too much time, I mumbled while leaving. Later, I saw him sitting with the others, endlessly turning the uniform back and forth without having to do anything to it. Strange fellow. Sometimes he seemed as if he was just playing a role and perfecting his performance. Would that make him a good soldier or a bad one? We no longer have low prestige. Positive events have increased across the board, as well as then decreasing. Negative events have decreased. Collapse has been removed. We are back to full squad strength. However, we have no food. And Tommy, you just don't have space for him. You had to let him go. We'll soon be relieving our comrades in the trenches. But no extra duties. Field kitchen. I'm doing what I can, but I don't feel able to handle the rats on my own. Now he has another problem. Our food stock is nearly depleted. Please procure more supplies as soon as possible. Now we are going to the trenches next turn, so we don't need to actually worry about that this turn. We are, however, now that we have a small gap, going to get rid... Oh, don't tell me someone... There's the latrine duty. The latrine is filled. Always one. Let's do the good old bigger rations trick. There's 2 of them. Nick. Keep our soldiers on their feet. Let's keep them feeling positive. Because, quite frankly... Well, we're about to go to the trenches. Things aren't pretty in the trenches. And so, we could steal food from the village. Like I said, I'm going to leave it for this turn. Latrine duty. Sorry, Linux, but you're just the guy. Now I'm going to give laundry duty, because I believe, like I said, it's more of a light duty. And pest control is going to go to you two. We are going to get bank resting. So, like I said, hopefully that gets rid of all of our problems. We are going to run out of food, but hopefully that comes back once we get back from the trenches. For days now, Mail has been sitting next to his comrades every evening without a word and with a vacant stare. He neither joked with them, nor did he take part in the usual evening entertainment such as playing cards. Tasks assigned to him were also carried out in a dull and listless manner. I spoke to him about it. Oh wow, his morale has plummeted. He's also apparently got pitiful rations, which is interesting. I have run out of food, so it does make sense, but still. In that disturbed moment, I sat down next to him and addressed him. Is everything all right with you, Mail? He looked up at me from his empty eyes, then he sighed and replied. Herr Unterofficer, what is all this for? What's the point of us being there? He is very social. He is, however, somewhat jaded. He is somewhat patriotic. So I'm going to go for you defending your homeland, soldier. Even if we only contribute a small part, every man is important. He looked at me, taken aback, before saying, You are right, Herr Unterofficer. But none of the things we do here seem very heroic to me. I nodded. That may be, but it still has a part to be done. He straightened his soldiers. Yes, I suppose that's true. We sat together in silence for a few more moments. Then Mail got up and wished me a good night. In the following days, he seemed a little less withdrawn. Maybe my words had helped him a bit, or maybe it had just been a matter of time. Well, there you whoa! There goes a massive mood because pitiful rations have been added. That doesn't help. Physically fit has been removed. Changed to pitiful rations because, quite frankly, we just don't have any food. That destroyed my good mood. Very much destroyed my good mood. However, we are now going to the front. It's back to the trenches. Let us go to the trenches. So, we've got a bad mood to repair, which is going to be quite hard in the trench phase. Probably also got some building to get done. Go see what Von Karlsbruck liked. Von Karlsbruck. Another communication trench collapsed. Gather your shovels and your men. You have to rebuild it as soon as possible. Ooh, 3-man job. Now we have not been tasked with building any defenses. This is a nice defensive position. Obviously, if we set up barbed wire, we will be stuck if we decide to attack. I'm not going to set up any barbed wire there. What else do we have? Defensive positions. Oh, some ladders to get out. We have a little bridge here. Again, with the French coming from the front. I mean, yeah, defensive position might not be bad. And the ladder wouldn't be bad for, I don't know, I suppose getting over, but I don't know. It's actually doing quite well. I'm not going to actually build anything. So in that case, we don't actually have short food or short ammunition, so hopefully the guys get a good meal. However, we do need to send some guys to Colne is fine. We need to send some guys to go and maintain our trench. Menk has been better. And Hunt is not doing very well. Where's Hunt gone? What's up? Okay, no, I can't preemptively send them back to rest. Okay. I was hoping to maybe start sending them through the rest cycle already. But we'll see what happens. That tick of a day. So, such a slow... It's just like a slow tick. The enemy plane was shot down by one of our own and went down behind our lines. However, the pilot was not found in the wreckage and must be on the run. Send a patrol out as quickly as possible to capture him. Again, just the one job. Send out the patrol for the fugitive pilot. A bit by the book, completely by the book, and somewhat patriotic. You two are going out. The rest... Like I said, you don't really rest, do you? There's just a risk of injury. Like I said, I would love... I mean, Hunt is dejected. He seems like he could do with a rest. Unfortunately, I can't get that going. Let's tick over one more day. Did we find the pilot? I'm hoping so. Ooh, look at that mood going up. Prestige even. We must have found him. We have found the enemy pilot, Herr Unterofficer. He ran right into us in a small area of forest just at the edge of our trenches. Then we handed him over. The lieutenant treated him almost as an equal. Wow, interesting. Menk. We need to go get some food. The French have been busier than usual lately. I have a bad feeling about this. I think we should keep an eye on that. Make sure they don't surprise us. They also want us to fetch some ammunition. Your group is on night watch. Make sure you don't fall asleep. Good job catching the fugitive pilot, Herr Unterofficer. That daredevil really tried to sneak through our trenches at night. Even without his airy steed, he is still so brave and daring. Admirable. Truly a knight in flying armor that many of our ordinary soldiers, the Unteroffiziere, could take it as an example. You're saying you want me to be more daring. More brash and brave, and maybe I should tell my commanding officer where to stick it. But, maybe not. Night patrol. Now everything is tiring, as per normal. I'm going to send a couple of guys who are very pragmatic, because I need them to follow orders. Recon. Very courageous. Do me proud. Fetching some ammunition. We will have... We're just going to put one guy. It's not even... Would it be bad yet? And one guy to fetch some rations. See that tick over? Ooh, of course, the mood keeps dropping. Change to strained. Rations for 2 days have been removed. Hide all. Menk, how can we help? Haven't seen much movement for hours while scouting the French. I think we have a very quiet day ahead of us. Good to know. Good to know. What do you think, Herr Unterofficer? Do you want to play a little trick on the French? Send some of your men out into no man's land tonight. Cut through the barbed wire just outside the French trenches. The French will then think we're preparing to attack, but by the way, I wasn't asking. Get out in those trenches. Good old von Carlsberg. Nice as always. Right, we're going to need to send 2 people. And I'm tempted to actually send someone who is tired, because I then want to send him back to camp to get him to rest. And I want to get that happening sooner rather than later, so I am going to try and do that. Do we have... Nope. Nope, he didn't care for it. We need more space for reinforcements for ammunition as the basis for our future victory. You ought to order some of your people to help pioneers dig more bunkers. Well, would you look at that? We're on a bunker digging duty. Dig some bunkers. Now, are we waiting to be attacked, or are we waiting to attack? If we're waiting to be attacked, I could actually put the barbed wire up. Be very useful on defense, just not so useful on offense. I mean, you know, maybe this beautiful piece of barbed wire could be a good thing. I'm gonna dig it at some point. Yes, I'm not actually going to do it now. I'm just gonna add it to my list so that it's on there for future reference, because I can just ignore it till the end of the trench phase. It doesn't actually do anything. It's I don't know. Yeah, if I get the key moment. So we are unfortunately digging bunkers. I am once again. I'm hoping it won't collapse, but I am going to push it. Like I said, we're going to try and get him ready to be sent back to basically rest and relax in reserve, because I have no doubt I will have to start, like I said, cycling through that process before we're through the next 7 days, and we'll see what happens. We are still in skirmish mode. How can we help in headquarters? Artillery mortars and nightly commando operations by the French have left holes in our barbed wire. Send some of our people out tonight to fix this, Herald officer. What else do we have? Commandant. Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. That's a fair point. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Just the fact that it's there, I feel like it's. I don't know. We're not on low ammunition, but I feel like it needs to be done. Right, so hang on. On recon force first, let's send someone with good eyes, and then on fixed barbed wire, we will send. I'm actually going to send 3 people that are already tied. Linux, because he's the man. Home, and we're going to keep pushing Hunt, because again, right, we need to start the cycle of returning people to the trenches to rest. Cone, we're running low on ammunition. Menk, didn't see anything out of the ordinary during recon. Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully it is. Our prestige is going up wonderfully. Von Karsbrook does not have a job for us. So we are unfortunately going to have to send at least one person to get some ammunition, which will be Hunt again. It sounds bad, but I am trying to get the guy to, like, be exhausted. I want him to go back and rest behind behind our lines. Friday, October 1st. Linux, we're running low on ammunition still, and on food. Home. Aha! Colm needs a break. Wait, Colm? Okay, you can go recover in camp. And unfortunately, we probably have a job. Another communication trench has collapsed. Gather your shovels and your men. 3 people. Well, this is going to be a full round by the looks of it, and I'm sure then we're going to have lots more people. I reckon 3 next round are going to complain they're ready to collapse. Yeah, no, I do agree on terms of building fortifications, but like I said, I'm just gonna leave it there as an extra, just in case I can build it at a quiet moment. But because like I said, you can just ignore it, but it just remind me, and it is the right one already selected. So maintain trenches. Like I said, I'm absolutely certain. Let's just start at the top. Fetch some ammunition and fetch some rations. I'm certain now. I reckon 3. I reckon 3 more people are going to come to me and say that they are exhausted. We have 3 more days left in the trench. Our mood is... Oh, I can see 2. I was close. Linux needs a break. Exactly. Just in case there's no chores and no artillery. And... Come on, but I'm going to send back... Come on, but this turn. Linux, unfortunately, is going to have to wait here at least another turn. Drain trenches, of course. Of course. We no longer have low ammunition, which is good. But we do need to drain those trenches. Let's have... So, Hunt, the person who I was trying to get sent back to the trenches, is pretty much one of my last guys standing. What are the chances of that, eh? And, I mean, it still reckons I should be fetching ammunition. No, I don't think we're a collapse gamble. I think we're quite far off collapse gamble at the moment. We should get... Is he back? No, he's back next turn. Mail, Hunt, and Linux all want to relax. As all of my guys want to relax. We're running low on ammunition. That, however, is all we've got to do. So, what I'm going to do, I am going to risk Mail. No, I think I'm going to go Hunt. You. Oh wait. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, well, we have to. Yes, we have to convince people to go and do a duty. Linux, you're the guy. As you command. I hope you don't get hurt as well, because we are now under heavy artillery fire. Our mood is souring. Sorry, Linux. We've got 2 turns to get through, so I'm hoping heavy artillery does not mean assault. However, if it does, we really do need to get more ammunition. I haven't heard any whistles, which is a good thing. Mail, how can I help you? We're running low on ammunition again. Back from my break at camp. Yes, you are. Did I not just send someone? No, because... Yes, assign a task. That is an order. Go recovering camp. Assigning them the task of recovering camp. You have to convince them to go and do. We have to get through one more turn. I'm going to fetch some ammunition just in case. We need that to be coal. That is an order. Now, I understand it's the very last day, but if they turned up on the very last day, I would like some bullets to shoot them with. So we have to get through one more day. Hopefully no one collapses. They shouldn't do. There are no jobs, and there are no whistles, ladies and gentlemen. The mood has gone back up to neutral. Mank. Not far from it, part of the trench has been hit. And now offers the enemy a direct opening. Yeah, but that is no longer my problem. I hope. Pack your things. We were relieved. We are going back to camp. Somebody else wants something. Reporting back from my break in camp. He says that. Yeah. Was he in fact in the trench? Mail, Mank, Linux, Cole, Hunt. He said he was reporting back. I think he was reporting back from a long, long way away. To the next phase. Okay, back in camp. We are resting. Oh, the mood dropped when we came back to camp. That was unusual. We are resting. We have absolutely no food. Logistic Officer Hennick. Resupply came in. You had to bring their rations directly to us. Thank you very much. We now have food. Oh, we have low food. Well. I think we've gotten rid of the rats. Is there anything else? Supplies, finally. You'll only give out half rations. No, you won't. Oh! How dare you? How dare you refuse to listen to the orders of the under-officer? The whole group is exhausted. Maybe Herr Lund will allow us a break if you ask it. Well, he's not giving us any jobs at this point anyway, so... Oh, wait, has he? Yeah, he has. These villagers are suspect. To ask for a job will put me back in low prestige, so I think I'm simply going to have to ride this one out. We've got this one guy who is not tired. He is, however, somewhat intolerant. He is very tolerant. We don't want to send him. Everybody else does kind of need the rest, so I'm going to have to send a bit of a mismatch. I don't know really how well it's going to do. Could make the villagers happy, could make them very upset. But at least we get 4 guys resting. We do, however. Let's make sure everyone gets a bigger ration, because that will at least put them on standard rations. Look at him, he's still in his shiny uniform. Everyone's sitting around. Mostly, you know, jackets off, relaxing. And then, male trying to get away from me. Yeah, we have to give bigger rations to everybody, just so the hospital is overburdened. Bad mood has been removed. I love it. No, yeah, these guys aren't exhausted. They should be okay. Be interesting to see, like I said, whether it goes well, because Coln is a very nice person, or whether it goes bad, because Cumberbund hates... What's the point? Yeah, he's very intolerant. Yet he's my preacher. Could I be worried? Okay, we still have low rations. I could probably get some more rations, but we're going to let everybody rest this turn. I'm sure there's another under-officer that owes me a favor. Wow, we went up a full mood. That's because pitiful rations have been removed. Usually went down to strained. I like that. Negative events have been removed. Okay, now let's see who wants what. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Don't tell me there's rats. From the next group to ours brought me a lot of supplies. He heard we didn't have that much left and wanted to return the favor for helping him out a while ago. I told you, there's an under-officer that owes us a favor. No, wait, standard rations. Just to confirm, you are giving our guys... Yep, standard rations. Absolutely love it. Just when we needed it, that under-officer came back and saves our bacon. Now, we have to send 2 people out on patrol. I'm going to use the same 2 people again. And then, of course, let's give everybody their bigger rations. Now, is it at the point where I maybe even use that good old bottle of wine? I don't think so, actually. Everyone's looking pretty good. Now I got Cumberbund as he ran away, I believe. That's 4. And then, yep, these 2. Which I can't click on. Everybody, now he doesn't need the morale, but everybody gets double rations. That way, recovery is faster. So we've got 4 people resting again. This seems like a dream. I really, really, really should go and get rid of the hospital overburdened. But we'll give it at least another week. Get some more rest and relaxation in. Look at the mood. We're in an excellent mood, folks. We are in an excellent mood. Low supply stock added. We are already on low food supplies. More rations added. Positive events decreased. That's all good. You'd like some help. It's my first break today, and I have to go back in soon. Yeah, and? The Major is planning an attack. Prepare your men for battle, Herr Unterofficer. And of course, something else. Few prisoners of war. Now, I think I'm going to risk. Not a lot left in stock, but I'll see what I can spare for you. This will incur the wrath of von Karlsbruck. But I'm willing to risk that for a turn. Because, don't tell me there's rats. The supply is running low. That's why we're going to go and grab some more soon. Somebody does want to speak to me. Don't be dumb enough to tell me that there's an overfilled latrine. Don't do it. He did it. There's an overfilled latrine, folks. Now, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Let's guard some captives. We're going to give that to you 2. I mean, look at the state of my troops. It's looking pretty good. We got food. Give that to you. And latrine duty. Sorry, Linux. But you're just the guy. Now I think I might actually help out in Field Hospital for this turn as well. We are looking really, really good. Now the two guys that are left, somewhat jaded. Yep, you'll do just fine. As with you, somewhat jaded. We are doing really, really well in terms of our troops. Now we're going back to the engagement in 2 turns. Your favorite hair under officer? Well, I would hope so. I don't want you cheating on me with another hair under officer. That would just be rude. And as I said, let's give everybody bigger rations. We're hopefully getting a bit more food supply, which means I'm sure next turn we'll have rats. Everybody gets some bigger rations. We are in an excellent mood and average prestige. Hopefully we don't drop down to low prestige. That's the only hope I've got. But as long as we stay in average, I'm good. I will take the extra rations and the slight decrease in what he thinks of me. What have we got? What do we got? A letter had shaken Cummerbund up. He was pacing up and down and kept muttering to himself. I went up to him and started. Cummerbund, you, but he wouldn't even let me finish. How can God want these things? He interrupted me. My main concern was calming him down. Our Lord works in mysterious ways, I rattled off. Cummerbund looked at me as if I was trying to mess with him. We Germans shot a nurse, Edith Cavell from England, a woman who helped people of all origins. God would not let happen what should not happen. Believe in the Lord. Especially you, Cummerbund, you're like the blessed. He will give you strength to get through this. Cummerbund nodded vigorously, as if to convince himself of the truth of my words. Later I saw him praying again, though he kept lowering his hands distractedly. Whew! Maybe he's becoming... Whoa! It's cold! This is the first time I've ever seen a cold snap. Bundle yourselves up, ladies and gentlemen. From favourable to camaraderie. I think that's a good change. Some bad weather. You're now strained. Yeah, sorry, Linux. Oh, damn it. We dropped to low prestige. Positive events. And we're still on low food supplies, so that didn't really do me a lot. Changed to a good mood because of the cold snap, really. I think you don't want to put compassionate people to help out in the hospital because they lose compassionate. From all of the times I've done this, and from even whilst you've been watching me week, I feel like if you put a compassionate person in the hospital... Yeah, I'm not questioning the cold snap in June. I feel like if you put a compassionate person in the hospital, they become jaded. I think the difference is that if you have an event to help someone, you need to help someone if you've got compassionate people. That's when you send compassionate people to help. I know. Tasked with guard duty, and I'm gonna have to sneak in an extra duty, to be honest. I can just send one person, because that's all I really need to do. The hospital, it's full. It's not overburdened, it's just full, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. Asking for extra rations lost me about half a bar, which is a little bit too much. Now, yeah, we can still get 3 people. I'm going to send Colm because he's a man, quite frankly. He loves me. And of course, then let's, as per usual, get the bigger ration trick going on. And yes, a cold snap in June. Because, why not? Why not indeed? Although I could have sworn that shortly ago... No, it's not in June, it's in November. These are American-style dates. It is the 5th of November. I was about to say, because I could have sworn a second ago that I just went and said it was the 1st of October. Now, I've still got my bottle of wine, keeping it on ice, ready for when it's needed. All those positive events. The mood is looking fantastic. Yes, so it is the 5th of November. It is Guy Fawkes Day. Hopefully there won't be too many fireworks in the sky tonight, because you don't want those at the front. Yeah, I thought this would have been European dates, if I'm perfectly honest, because I believe this game's coming out of Germany, is it not? I believe that's where Totally Not Aliens are based. I don't know. We have to ask them that one. The good mood goes up. We are in average prestige, which is fantastic. He has been changed to well rested. I love it. Tired has been removed from too much. Strain has been removed. We have no food. We are, however, going back to the trenches. We're marching into battle. However, I think this is now going to send us to the trenches with pitiful food supplies. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it ticks over or not. I hope it doesn't. I would like to go back to the trenches with normal food supply. And we'll see what happens when we get back. I think we might be stealing some food. Remind me not to send the compassionate people, because that could go horribly wrong. Oh, and straight into a battle. We are assaulting by the looks of it. All I hear at the moment is people screaming. We have information that this part of the trench is currently barely guarded. We will therefore launch a quick surprise attack today. The order is to capture the enemy trench quickly before the reinforcements arrive. I'm counting on you. So charge and charge fast is what I'm hearing. We, I think, are going to go straight up to the barbed wire. We do have supplies on the right. We do have okay supplies, though. So I'm going to advance. I will, of course, then wait their return. Go into covering fire because we have some barbed wire to cut. So let's get up there. Decent cover as well. So charge, people, charge. And don't get shot. That is my one message to all of you. There's 6 of you. I want 6 of you to be walking at the end of this, with your heads held high and no bullets through any of you. Commandant may believe in God, but I do not like holy soldiers. I'm sorry, folks, I couldn't resist. We want Meg. Is it Meg or Meg? Who's my barbed wire guy? I believe it was Meg. Meg hasn't failed me yet on the barbed wire. And we'll have general fire suppression on everybody else. We've got some lovely cover here, which we can use to hide, although probably can't quite hide behind that. We might be able to get in here, though. That's some lovely cover. Maybe flanked, though. How are we doing? You've cut through. I hear screams everywhere. You've done it. You've cut us a path. Good job. How many do we have? We have 4 people in Troop 5, 6 in Troop 6, 4 in Troop 4, and 4 in Troop 3. So the left side is not that well guarded. We do have a dead body, which doesn't help morale. That puts me in the trench, however. It puts me in the trench. Very much so. That will have me throwing grenades at troop number 5. Oh, one of our... Troop number 3 is already up there. They're doing such a great job. Do I charge in there? Close quarters combat? It's going to be close quarters combat against number 4. We do outnumber them. They are under massive fire, so they may even retreat soon. Who knows? Narrow cover. I don't really like narrow cover. I mean, nowhere is a particularly great position, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, if I was playing safe, I'd maybe think in here. And then lob a grenade for a round, or I might even think in here. This one actually has less danger. Close quarters is good. Well, do you know what then, Weak? If close quarters is good, if you say so, why would I do anything different? Let's see what happens. Oh dear Lord. Please don't get shot. What's the point as well? It'd be quite nice to see. I think I'm going to lose a guy to simply... Not only did did he wander off on his own? He then got himself shot. Who's been shot? Not Linux! I can't lose Linux! Is there anything else? Linux got wounded. He did get wounded. I have to go back and get him. I am not leaving Linux behind. I mean, he could crawl to me. But no. No, I have to go back and get him. I have to go back. I'm not losing Linux. Oh, the French came back as I left. That's not supposed to happen. How did you know I was going backwards? Or is that a lone soldier? We need this trench to fend off the soldiers. You better make sure that all soldiers go into the trench and push back the French. I don't like it. Oh no, they ran off somewhere else. Right, so first aid for Linux. No one is first aid trained. We do have a couple of guys, however, that are dexterous. Now, I would like to leave you here and get the rest of the guys to move into cover. See, look, yeah. First aid for Linux. Stay there and do that. Please don't leave. I'm hoping that works. Yep, you four get up. You secure me that trench. Don't have us lose this mission, and don't annoy von Karsbrook. We're in very good positions. He is going to continue doing first aid. That is fine. Some more troops are back there to keep them company. And let's have you suppress. Take the trench quickly. I am reluctant to keep pushing forward. Last time I did this, in order to take nearest trench as quickly as possible, we and our allies must invade the enemy trench quickly and force the troops to retreat before the French reinforcements arrive. To achieve this objective, there should be more allied than enemy soldiers in the target area at a certain time. Now we've got 3 left here. We do, however, have quite a few over on my right. There's 10 troops over there. So if troop number 4 can get in here, I think we will be okay. But can I? Yes, I'm going to tactically move across. There is no danger. And then I'm going to try and grenade troop 5 on the French side. High ground could be a good shout, but like I said, I think let's try and grenade troop 4 for one turn. And let's see if we can basically push them backwards. If we can do that, and our German squad allies can get in here, which they did. Oh, only 3 of them made it though. What happened to the rest of the guys? Return to troop. Flee to the military hospital. Oh no, Linux is going to hospital. Well, we know what our we know what our objective for next time is going to be. Now, I don't think that it's over. What I'm going to do... Aha! Let's see if we can capture a German soldier. Sorry, a French soldier before the end of it. See if we can get a bit of that bonus prestige. Why, hello there. Do not shoot, please, about the prisoner. Turn to the trench. I am wounded. Male. Everything hurts. I can't hold out much longer. And hunt. I had to shoot him. Oh, is he dead? So, we are going to escort the prisoner. That will be you. You are going to flee to military hospital. You are still coming back to me. Where are you, Menk? Oh, there you are. You come back to the troop. Let's have someone search the crates. That'll be you. And do we want to provide first aid? Let's have one of my fairly compassionate guys. No, my extremely compassionate guy, actually. Although you're going to stumble that, so maybe not. You'll probably bandage his head when he's been shot in the foot. So yeah, if we can capture this guy, we might be able to get ourselves up to good prestige. You never know. Just never know. We are in excellent cover. We are pushing them back. I mean, the mission is over, basically. So we're going to finish that escort duty. We're going to get them back. Menk should come and join us. Linux should get himself back to the hospital. And hopefully we can finish this quite well. Whereabouts unknown. Hopefully that does change to the field hospital. I was able to find some ammunition. Fantastic. Ready for anything. He's back with us. Treatment will take more time. That's alright. We're in no rush. We don't know where to go. My allies have pushed them back beautifully. I could get up here and be flanking somebody, but I don't know if there's much need, to be honest. Let us... Yeah, I'm going to happily stay here. Again, last time we had something like this and I decided to charge forward, then everything fell apart. But there are no objectives, so like I said, I think we're done, as far as I know. We're good. We're just... I don't actually quite know what we're waiting for. But yeah, just keep going. The shoulder's bleeding is almost stopped. Escort Porter to the field hospital, whereabouts unknown. I really don't like when it says whereabouts unknown. Hardly any bandages available at all. That's because we're wasting them all on this French guy. We are... We're still shooting, as far as I know. Yeah, we're still monitoring the routes. Again, I'm happy to stay here. Just keep firing. A few more bullets over the heads of the French. I don't think we're waiting for the French reinforcements. I'm not. We might be. We showed them. We are victorious. 3 hurrahs for the Kaiser. Huzzah. I don't think we quite got round to escorting that French prisoner. We don't seem to have gotten any of the prestige bonus for that. Yeah, let's go back to camp. Now we have no food. Good recovery added. Oh, for 2 people. What happened to Cole? When did you get wounded? That's news to me. But we are in good recovery. We'll take good care of Linux. Fantastic. A harsh blow for the French. You're also able to take prisoners. I guess that's the icing on the cake. Just don't let up now, Herr and Officer. Okay, interesting. Aha! This is where we get our... Ooh. That is the first time I've ever seen that response. I have never actually seen him congratulate us for taking prisoners, even though I'm sure I have taken prisoners before. The villagers are suspect. We need more food. But I'll see what I can spare for you, except next shipment. It'll be a few more weeks. I mean, I need food. I literally need food. Otherwise, my people will starve. Our food stocks are nearly depleted. Is there anything else? Your men are exhausted. I will happily let you give them food. I don't actually know what I'm serving them. I'm guessing meager rations. 10 camp. Who, what, why, when? Do not tell me the latrines are full. Thank you. I am very happy you found us as well. And he got injured somehow. He got injured escorting that prisoner back. It's always interesting. You can, of course, have bigger rations. I don't know how you're going to have bigger rations, because we don't actually have any food. We're short of firewood. There's still some seasoned logs at the back we can use. Interesting. So that's a new job. Go and chop some firewood. So everyone's getting bigger rations. That will hopefully at least keep them from starving. Now, the only one I can't give bigger rations to is, of course, Linux in the hospital. We might, even if we're very lucky, get him back next turn. So, I have 5 people. I could actually not pick up food, and that will not get me disapproval. However, yeah, I don't know. Trench phase in winter could be disgusting. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's lucky we haven't got it. I do agree, but I don't know. I think it'd be quite interesting to see, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, the only person who's not exhausted is Linux, and he's currently in hospital. So we're going to give the hard job to Menk. We need some jaded people. And unfortunately as well, now we are collapse gambling. Everybody's compassionate, and I've already got the guy chopping firewood. Troll the village. We need some tolerant people. Cole and Hunt. Our two beautiful blonde boys. Go and impress the village. And I have heard... Where's my mouse gone? There's Cole. Where is Hunt? There he is. I have heard talk on the Discord that I think it was Hunt. People have seen him as a brunette on the game, which is hilarious. Now, I do need to go pick up food. Ideally, I need to pick up food and steal food. But I can't do both. So, now these people are somewhat compassionate. Which is not the best combination. However, in that case, I'm going to have you two go. You are fairly tolerant. And go and chop up firewood, not to rest, unfortunately. We have nobody resting, which I think is a bad thing. Like I said, yeah, I mean, I really am hoping that we don't actually get the disapproval, because I'm not going to do it. Because if we still get the disapproval, it means I've literally wasted... literally means I've wasted getting food whilst also getting disapproval. Let's see what happens. Live and learn, folks, live and learn. We're just going to borrow some food from the local village. It's fine. Ooh. One day, Mail was supposed to receive an exceptionally large Liebesgabe today. This particular parcel contains a generic letter of encouragement and quite a few cans of food. Mail, wow, you are demoralized. Probably because you're now in pitiful rations. This ought to make him happy. I just need to make them happy. I think he might share. He might not do, actually. He was virtually beaming with joy when he opened the package and brought it to its contents. However, he then hastily packed it away again. Oh, Mail. Cone, we have some food. The whole group is exhausted. Is there anything else? The latrine is full. Of course, there's something else. Now, no, I didn't actually lose prestige. We are in a bad mood, however. That is mostly because... you need a break. Supplies? Finally, we almost ran out. No, don't give out half rations. Oh, it's giving out half rations. Headquarters. Von Karsbrook, von Karsbrook, von Karsbrook. That is a three-man job. Ah, he's no longer wounded. And we also have Linux back. Fantastic. These two are now jaded. Tired of War has been removed. That is fantastic. Change to pitiful rations. We do need to get that removed. That will then pretty much remove my bad mood. You have gone up to strained. Oof, don't like that. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, he's just come out of the hospital, but he's strained. Right, so one guy can technically rest. Can he, though? We are short of firewood. No, he cannot. Linux, been released from the hospital. Yes, you have. Right. I have... oh, hello. How can I help? Sight of armed soldiers in our village is always unsettling, but your soldier Hunt behaved very decently on his patrol. I'll let him know. I will let him know right this second. Hunt? No, that's Colin. Where's my other beautiful blonde bombshell? Behavior in the village. Praise. Grant reward. Bigger rations. Cole. And Menk. Whew. We need to get rid of pitiful rations, which should happen this turn. Because that will very vastly improve the mood of everybody. Nobody likes pitiful rations. I need a break. I'm completely spent. Yes, I think it's time to risk the displeasure. But of course, my good man, how can I help you? I reckon you and your men deserve a little break. I'll find other people to do your assignments and allow your group some time to rest, but don't make this a habit. Yes, we are going down to low prestige. Sorry, average prestige. But as we figured out in the last one, you lose about, I think, 75% of a level, give or take. By asking him for a break, you lose a whole level by not doing a job, and that was a heavy-duty 3-man job. So there's no way that was getting done. Collapse gamble. Linux straight from hospital to do it now. We won't do that. Menk. Yeah, we're gonna give it to Menk. You're unfortunately on latrine duty. I think you are the one that brought it to my attention. And chopping some firewood. That is going to be Linux because everybody else is about to fall down. The other 3 need to relax. That is... It's not actually relaxing, but it is very good for him. So we'll see what this does. We'll see what this does. Now, I would love it if someone told me home leave was on the horizon, because that's what I'd like to see. Once again, I made my usual rounds through our camp. That's when Lieutenant von Karlsbrook beckoned me over. Good to see you. I wanted to have a word with you anyway. You got straight to the point. Your troop was kindly granted home leave. Huzzah! It's on the horizon, folks. The end is on the horizon. I thanked him curtly. My men would be very pleased. Karlsbrook frowned slightly, then added, but I don't want you and your men to feel you're on holiday just yet. I expect you to make up for the lost working hours in advance. Yes, Herr Lieutenant. There's no point in annoying him, because it won't make a difference. Talking back would only lead to more work for my people. Then I hurried on before he could think of anything else. Afterwards, I immediately delivered the good news of their leave to my men. I didn't mention the extra work that had been denounced, because I think I can get around it. Let's start buttering up von Karlsbrook. For now, they should just be able to look forward to their upcoming furlough, which they did, and it turned into a cheerful, lively evening, the likes of which we hadn't had for a long time. No, the cold snap is still here. The neutral mood has happened. Pit of our rations have been removed. Negative... Oh, yeah, he cleaned the trench. Negative events removed. Bad mood removed. Change to camaraderie from favorable. Love it. Tired of war... What? Tired of war added? You just prepared your church sermon, which is a very favorable event, and now you became tired of war. That's an odd one. That is an odd one. Resupply gaming. Huzzah. Low food rations are gone. And we have no jobs. Oh my... We have no jobs. Field kitchen. You. Rations. Standard rations, because they're going to go up to double rations when I give everyone a reward. Hey, who's got a job for me? Who is ruining? Come on, bud. Why are you ruining this almost perfect round? I can send everybody to the pub. Everybody. Although they might not be happy to see me because I kind of stole their food. Although, I would like to add as well, I kind of stole their food. There's not been any fallout. Like, at all. Right, so chop firewood. We need one person to do that, and I'm sorry... Or Linux. Linux is still injured, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank. You've drawn the short straw. I do apologize. Now, as for the rest of you, get yourselves to the pub. Now, I could take advantage of this moment and do things like empty out the hospital. However, it's not very often I feel that almost everything is well and you can send 5 of your guys to the pub. That should improve the mood across the board greatly. I would give you my bottle of wine I'm holding, but I think not only are you probably too young to drink, you shouldn't be allowed to have it. Oh, something happened. They probably all got beaten out of the pub. One evening, Hunt came back to camp with a whole crate worth of food. He placed it with the rest of our stock and wandered off, whistling and lost in thought. When our eyes met, he hesitated for a brief, unsure moment before muttering a friendly greeting. I did not mention the food. Do not mention the food! What a pleasant evening it is all round. Just fantastic, in fact. The general commotion of the camp seemed unusually distant and dull, almost as if a veil were over the soldiers who had gathered in our camp. They sat in silence, watching Hunt sort through Smitbauer's personal belongings. He seemed to be fighting back tears. I silently joined them. This is, I feel, a kind of a delayed thing. The men nodded at me sadly, and together we silently pondered our thoughts. Suddenly Hunt chuckled and told us about a funny experience with Smitbauer. One by one, all of the comrades began sharing their memories of Smitbauer. Of his particular habit, his way of speaking, of all of the little endearing and annoying details that had just made Smitbauer who he was, made him part of this group. Some time later, Hunt came to me with a pile of disorganized papers. Letters, notes, pictures. These belong to Smitbauer, he informed me. His family should have them, but I don't have the address. I'll take care of it. I promised him and took the bundle. The lieutenant surely had a way to get personal information. Hunt nodded and thanked me. Oh, our prestige dropped a little bit. I don't know why that happened. That's just rude, if you ask me. Good mood has been added, but only just. He is now very compassionate. These two dropped down to somewhat jaded, and he is now fairly compassionate. Double rations all round. He unfortunately changed to exhausted. These guys changed down. Oh, this one guy changed down to tired, Linux, and 3 of them changed down to strained. Does that mean that good old man Cummerbund is still simply exhausted? What did I bother sending you to the pub for, my friend? What did I send you to the pub for, indeed? Colm! We are short of firewood. We are always short of firewood, it seems. Somebody wants to talk to me. Make sure your pet people are ready when the time comes. You would also... Oh, we're back on field launcher duty. And... Do you remember I told you there'd be more work? You're assigned to guard duty. Anything else, my good man? No, not yet. Oh, and a favor destroy me down into low prestige. On the other hand, yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. Ask for a favor. Find a fallen soldier's family. Fallen soldier's family, but I can't do this for every fallen soldier, otherwise we still wouldn't be in Paris a year from now. Now, is that favor gonna cost me? It doesn't look like it. It's a lot slower. Okay, so male, about 25%. I can live with that. Although it didn't improve the soldier's mood at all. It'll be interesting. It was Hunt, I believe. Can I look at my diary? Where's my diary? I can. Hunt. Okay. He is a 50%. Although he's going to go up to... nothing. He didn't go up at all. He doesn't care about extra food. He is. Colin, I could just, like, tell to run to the moon and back, and he'd go. He'd go right now. He is motivated. I'm very reluctant to go to the kitchen and see what he wants, because it's going to be rats. It's just going to be rats. Okay, bigger rations did nothing for anybody. Your men are exhausted. Would like to give them larger portions. I am giving them large portions already. Okay, 4 people on duty. I'm not gonna help the hospital. Not this time. Guard duty. We have 2 guys about to collapse. Chopping firewood is exhausting. Unfortunately, then that's going to Lenny. Is he... He's still injured. That is a slow recovery, my friend. Slow recovery. Now, laundry duty will be... Well, hang on, guard duty. Ah, no, yeah, it doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. So, the Team Blonde can once again go on guard duty, and Male will be going on laundry duty now. You two get to rest. You are both exhausted. We are going to be going to the trenches in, unfortunately, not great condition. However, I think we'll be okay. Lieutenant von Karlsburg had just finished one of his inspections of our camp and was on his way to the next troop when Link came up to me. He made sure the lieutenant was no longer within earshot, but he nudged me with his elbow and gave me a crooked grin. How can you stay so serious when he's around? I couldn't do that. Such a posh aristocrat with his detached ideas of how things should be. Linux. I guess that's his way of trying to get a medal for brilliance. So here's 4 out of 5. Linux laughed and added, it's not like he cares why he gets a medal, as long as he can show off at home without actually doing anything himself. We mocked the lieutenant a little longer before we went back to our duty. Ooh, we got a full level of mood. Faltering removed. Love that. Lightly wounded removed. Love that just as much. Don't like that we're now in low food supplies. Cold snap removed. That's why the mood went up so well. No more chopping firewood. Bad weather has been removed. Negative events have decreased. You've dropped down to tired. You two have both dropped down to strength. Nice. He did a job and still went down a level of exhaustion. We are, however, going to the trenches. Have your people ready. It's back to the trenches just as the cold snap leaves us. I love it. Okay, we have to get through this trench phase. I wonder if when we get back, because the trench phase is 11 days, and these phases are, I believe, a week still, whether that will in fact drop down to 4. Let's find out. Let's see if I remember to check that by the time we even get back. So, we are back to camp in 9 days. We do have to fetch some rations. Yes, we do. Someone wishes to talk to me. We need more space. We are to dig some bunkers. And let's see. Now, defensive positions. We are... Where are we? We're in this lovely trench. Look at... We're not going to be defending from here. There are no fire steps or anything. So, defensive positions. On our left, we can build a lovely defensive position. Or we can set up ladders to help us, I suppose, get to said defensive position. On our right side, we have a beautiful entrance into our trenches. We have barbed wire and ladders. Or a defensive position back here. Which, we've got a quite nice defensive position here. I mean, I feel the barbed wire does nothing for me there. I mean, we've literally got an open gap right here, which goes to just more defensive positions. I feel like we should be up here defending. So I don't think I'm in the mood to be building, to be honest. I mean, that it really is a beautiful defensive position, but I feel like this is not the time to be building defensible positions. So, dig bunkers are a very tiring job. Well, that'll be you two. Although, again, do you know what? No, Team Blonde. It's all about Team Blonde. Maybe we can get the behind-the-lines recuperation cycle going early. Now, fetching rations. You are going to go to Linux. And we'll keep the rest of the guys as healthy as possible. Next turn, I feel like we're going to lose our excellent mood. Mood kind of goes down in the trenches. Who would have thought? What's the point? It's December 29th. Ladies and gentlemen, we missed Christmas. How did we manage that? So, Lieutenant von Karlsburg, how can I help you today? Another communications trench has collapsed. You just love to see me digging trenches. Now, this is fortunate. We're going to send that to you three. Fetch some ammunition. Give that to Cummerbund. And fetching rations can be Linux once more. Let's see if we can carry back enough to actually get us past another day. Now, is anybody exhausted? No, but we have good rations. Lieutenant von Karlsburg, your group is on night watch. Make sure the guys don't fall asleep. We don't want defensible positions. We want to go to our dugout and look at our beautiful set of troops. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. I want someone who is completely by the book. And so... we're saying Combut and Colm. Now, I also find it quite amusing how I'm taking people on very tiring duties, yet they are not getting any more tired, which I'm happy with, don't get me wrong. However, I give it another day, maybe two, and I bet you they all hit me at the same time. But let's find out. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, that's because I'm a cynic, ladies and gentlemen. Aha! Oh, no. What? Both of them changed straight. One of them was resting. You see what I mean? It's just building me up so they can all be tired together. We do have to go fetch some rations. Something is going on in the French trenches. Is there now? You don't need somebody to deliver a message to headquarters. I don't think we have anybody that is quick anymore, which is a shame. Because we obviously are not going to send Combut because that's a bad thing. Completely by the book, I want to send somebody who is, once again, in that stage. So, Cole, you're going for a run. Recon. You are very courageous and you have good eyes. We're going to put you on recon. We can also do a fetching some rations. Who do we have? Who do we have? Hunt. I'm going to send 2 people, actually. No, I'm going to send 1. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to send 1. 6 days left. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new year. It's the 1st of January, 1916. We are in the trenches on the Western Front. No. Yes, Western Front. We are with our wonderful German soldiers. And we're also hoping to get through another day. You think the French are preparing an attack? I saw a lot of troop movement over there while scouting. There are many more soldiers in the trenches than usual. And they lug in crate after crate of ammunition. We should inform the lieutenant. I have no further orders for you, Herr Unterofficer. Dismissed. Inform about the attack. Good job. I'll prepare a message to headquarters immediately. Send me a man to deliver the message. Have the rest of your team ready to prepare the French. Have the rest of your people ready to receive the French. We'll show them. Okay, so... I'm going to send someone to fetch ammunition. It doesn't say we're low, but I'd hate to start the next turn on low because the French are coming. We are going to... Hey, I know you've just come back, but do you want to go for another one? And, once again, we are receiving the French. I mean, like I said, kind of mildly on the barbed wire, but not really. I mean, hiding back here for the whole phase would be hilarious, but we're not going to. So we are going to be ready to receive the French. We have an engagement in 1 turn. Let's get ready to start defending our trench, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. They never came? They did come? Lock and load, Herr Unterofficer. French are gathering for an attack. Stand ready. More to the point. You made it back, right? Yeah, there he is, Colm. But I'm not a soldier down. We have all of our soldiers, and the French are coming. Load your rifles, folks. Load your rifles. Stand firm, men. We can do this. And I've moved. Why would I bother building defensible positions? Defend your trenches at all costs. Don't give an inch of ground. Ah, no, we are here. Rally. Now, we are not in a position... I want to get into that defensible position. However, search crates and search the alcove. Sure. You know what? No, I'm going to get into the better defensible position because it gives me protection from artillery. We are under heavy artillery shelling. Don't worry about searching the things. We have good ammunition. We have a grenade. Let's get into this very defensible position. And let's start shooting. Get on the fire step, folks. And, yep. Start firing. We are in fantastic cover. Should I have pushed forward to the next place? Maybe I should have. But I like where I am a lot. Keep firing, folks. Why aren't you firing? Cole, get your head above that trench and fire that rifle. Meg, that was pretty close. The shot hit right next to me. Nothing more. We just monitor the routes. Oh, you get those artillery shells away from my people. I have 4 troops directly in front of me, none to my left, and 1 to my right. All of them, no, 3 at 6, 2 at 5. Change to under strong fire. This is a flanking position, however, it is narrow cover. And I don't like that. Although I probably should. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I believe in you guys! Defend this trench! Somebody else needs to get up here now. It's a beautiful position. We've taken the forward position. We are gonna suppress. Doesn't really matter who. First 3 there. Second 3 there. We are flanking some people. We are, however, in narrow cover. Who do we get? 8 and 5. So these guys on the left. And those guys all the way in the back. Who surely must be into narrow cover as well. Keep firing! Don't let up. Most of them are shooting this wagon. No, over the wagon, if you'd be so kind. And let's see how we're doing. We have 6, 5, 6, 6. And I've lost the other guys. Ah, they're on the left. 5, but oh, we've got another one. 5 more. So I think maybe we hit someone? I'm not too sure. We did have... No, I think it's the same. 3 6s. French Troop 10. Where are French Troop 10? They're all the way on the right? Yes. So, first 3 on French Troop 10. And 7 who are on my left this time. Get French Troop 7. And keep firing! Oh! They're trying to get over that bridge. Don't take them out! Oh, and they're coming straight through the river. I don't like it. Throw a hand grenade. Fire a hand grenade. Fire a hand grenade at French Troop 5. Frank, you are my man, Frank. He's the guy. He's my combat guy. He's my dexterous guy. He's just, you know. Oh, hang on. You're fairly courageous. We're gonna put the courageous guys on firing at suppressing French Troop 7. No, 8. Sorry, all the way in the back. Yes. Grenade these guys. And, oh, they moved back, ladies and gentlemen. They ran away. Okay, defend the trench. I will defend this trench. At all costs. I feel like I'm going to be flanked any second now. Okay, they cut through some barbed wire. I'm trying, is all I can say. I haven't taken out any French troops yet. It does not seem. 4, 5, and 6. Well, I think they've lost at least 1. How are we doing over here? Of 6 and a 6. Okay, I am under slightly less fire. Great. I am, however, I have hardly any ammunition left. That being the case, I think I'm going to have to retreat. Because I need to go and get my ammunition. Which... I'm sure there should be some ammunition back there. There is some ammunition here. We're gonna have to go back a step because I need ammunition. Which unfortunately means the French can come forward. Which I'm very upset about. Search some crates. Come on, bunch. Yes, they can come forward. Shoot them, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot them well. Yep, top 3. Number 8, I hope we're... No, we're suppressing 7. Can we suppress number 8? Because we need them. We need to get rid of them. We are still defending the trench. I assume that means I should probably check my orders. There has to be less French in the trench than us at a certain point. And oh my days, they're coming. Our orders to defend this trench. We must try to let as few French troops as possible into the trench. Oh! We've just been flanked. I think we've just been flanked. What did you find? I didn't find any ammunition. That's not good. That was pretty close. I'm trying to hold them back, but I need ammunition. And apparently, there's just not any. That is flanked. Are we flanked? We're not flanked. Yet. I feel like we're in a bad place, though. That is in close combat. They're in grenade range, but we don't have we have grenades. Why can't I throw grenades? My allies are all the way back there, and all the way back there, and oh no, there's only one of them left. Now, do I go gung-ho and try and charge these guys out of my trench? I don't think so. I think I'm going to stay where I am, but the problem is I don't... Oh, no, wait. Wait, stop. Hold position. Thank you. Let's not accidentally send them back. This is a high-danger position. Throw hand grenades at the French troops. Let's do that. I feel like I'm solo holding this trench. So, to defend this trench, we must let as few French troops as possible into the trench. There is one already. There's a full squad of 5. And I'm throwing a grenade at these guys. Hopefully that works. I probably should move back, but no, we're going to throw a grenade. Throw that grenade. I want to see it go. What a grenade! We took one of them out. Oh! Direct firefight. We're into close combat. This is assuming that we don't run away. There is 6 of them. There is 6 of me. Are we winning? I don't think so. I mean, we've got 5 in here. We've got 6 in here. We have 3 miles away. All of my allies have run away. We've got 3 all the way back here and 4 over here. So I think technically, because of me, I neutralize these, and these guys are just about kept neutral from everybody else. So if nobody else makes it into the trench, I think we're okay. If anybody else makes it in, which I'm sure these guys will, I think we've lost the trench, and we have to retreat. And we know what happens on retreats, folks. It all goes horribly wrong. So, well, let's just see what happens. Direct firefight. These guys aren't even firing at me. They're simply moving on. I think I'm about to be surrounded. Hey, we got one guy. Take cover. Everybody's simply taking cover. Why? Because we are out of ammunition. How have we not defended this trench yet? I need to retreat. I need to retreat to somewhere where there's ammunition. I could advance. I could attempt to capture some French soldiers. Damn, we've run out of ammunition. Yep. Way too dangerous. I am going to demand obedience, simply because I do not want him left behind. And we do have to get out of here. I am being horribly flanked. Horribly, horribly flanked. It's a tactical movement to go backwards. I know there's some ammunition to search over there. So, this is where it all goes horribly wrong. I think we're going to lose the trench, if I'm perfectly honest. The enemy has the upper hand. There goes my first injured soldier. So it seems that no matter what I do, we lose the trench. All of my guys. No, we're not. No, I don't care about you. I have to go pick up my guy. I will not lose. Although, I'm probably going to be completely captured, to be honest. Linux, we've run out of ammunition. Yep, that still has happened. First aid for Meng. Please do it in one turn. Please do it in one turn. If you don't, we're screwed. Yeah, look, here they come. We are completely surrounded. Oh. We have to get out of here. That was close. It was right next to Cumberbund and me. I almost got hit. You stopped his bleeding. The wound wasn't as bad as it seemed. Then let us get back. I have not very many places left to go. Retreat. Run like crazy. Please don't get shot. I need you to not get shot. Please. Oh, straight through the French. Hi guys. Don't mind us. We were just leaving. Honest, like, we'll get out of your hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 5. I can see they've all been shot. They've all been captured. 1 got left behind. Just run. We got Meg and Cole on the way here. That was pretty close. Well, there goes half my troop, ladies and gentlemen. All because I try to actually defend the trench. We've run out of ammunition. Yes, we have. That was pretty close. Oh, he's gonna stay behind. Comrades, listen to me. Courage, comrades. Is there anything else? We've run out of ammunition. Is there anything else? Cumberbund couldn't catch up with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have lost 2 troops. They are wounded. They are definitely not coming back. We have lost 2 troops along the way. They might not be coming back. And all because we tried to do our duty as good German soldiers. Are we not going back to... Yep, back to camp. Oh! Shock removed from 3 people. I'm sure they didn't actually catch me up. Well, let's see what condition we're in. When we get back there, we don't really have anything to play with. We don't have any form of decent prestige. Our mood will probably be disgusting. 4 people actually made it back. They rejoined me. Oh my god. My injured guys stayed with me. I don't quite know how that happened, folks. That is insane. The latrine is filled to the brim. Why would you tell me this? As you can see, the trench is lost. Now we have to think about how we can regain the lost ground. I hope you'll try harder next time. Von Karlsruhe, I am about to remove that helmet and stick it somewhere you are really not going to appreciate. The hospital is overburdened. That is a horrible thing because... Oh, whereabouts unknown. He has bad recovery. Whereabouts unknown, but he has good recovery. Well, that's at least something. So we do need to reduce the hospital overburdened before they all get back, because otherwise things will go horribly wrong. You give me rats. I am going to make you eat them. And camp. Oh, somebody else wants something. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad I found you too. I'm glad you found me very much. Cumberbund, I'm very glad you came back as well. Whew, well, that was, Oh, time to start collapse gambling. latrine. No, sorry, you have to be on latrine duty because you are the man. And patrolling that village. Wait, has to be you, because you will not appreciate the laundry duty. Now we have nobody resting. We have people about to collapse. But home leave is still on 5, so it does not decrease during a trench phase. And I suppose we didn't really get through a week, but we got through most of a week. How are we doing? An embellished piece of paper, a simple sentence, no more than a formality. Whoever had issued this note had surely written many thousands more. And each one carried a crushing burden that contrasted starkly with the administrative monotony of the process. It was a single sentence that put an abrupt end to all our hopes, the hope that Menk had perhaps only gotten lost. That he was recovering in a field hospital somewhere until he would return, or at least waiting in a French prisoner of war camp to be allowed to send a letter to us via the Red Cross. Soldier Menk, fallen, was written on the note. I now had in my hands someone had found Menk, dead. Now it was up to me to deliver this news to the group. And he was the one that had good recovery. So, turns out maybe not. Menk gave his life for Kaiser and Vaterland, I started my speech. I made sure the men understood that his death was not without purpose. On the contrary, it served a higher cause. How about Colm? And the rest sat together, silent, grieving, dejected. I overheard one of the soldiers ask Cumberbund if he wanted to pray for the fallen man, but Cumberbund shook his head. No, I am no longer available for that, he murmured. I was worried about him. Yes, I am. Turns out we have broken Cumberbund's religion. No, he replied, I no longer believe that. He clearly didn't dare finishing the sentence. God may not be here, but we have each other, but one of them's dead. I feel like that was not the right response. I vowed to him about our camaraderie and looked around encouragingly. Cumberbund followed my gaze. Some of the men nodded resolutely and patted each other on the shoulders. When such a gesture also made to Cumberbund, he began to smile cautiously. Perhaps he would now replace his faith in God with his faith in comrades. I hoped it would give him just as much support. Well, no one's collapsed, and we have just been sent Dana. He is trained in shooting and trained in melee. He is very courageous, completely by the book, somewhat patriotic, and fairly outspoken. Grief was added to our soldiers. Obedience and force removed. He went down to tired, and he is tired of the war, and I do not blame him. Somewhat intolerant removed. Nice! Somewhat patriotic, however, also removed. He is also now very sociable. His grief is at an all-time high. Changed just to fairly compassionate. Whose grief is also at an all-time high. Double rations removed because I forgot to give them all extra rations because I am an idiot. Hunt, my dear friend. The village loathes us. Have some bigger rations. Just doesn't... They've given up caring about bigger rations. You're going to have the bottle of wine then. Although, can I now also give you bigger rations? No, I cannot. It turns out that bigger rations no longer have an effect, ladies and gentlemen. I've given them so many bigger rations that they simply do not care. Private Dana reporting for duty, Herr Unterofficer. Where and with whom am I supposed to pitch my tent? Have some bigger rations. Yes. Turns out, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, they just don't care about the bigger rations anymore. We'll soon be leaving our comrades in the trenches. No. Is there anything else? You prisoners of war. And you're telling me there's still more? And we are only just in average prestige. I can't ask him for time off. And field hospital. The Red Cross has informed us that Colne has been taken prisoner of war by the French. They said he is doing well, but the war is over for him. Wow, there goes most of my mood. Optimistic has been removed. Tide of war has decreased. Tide of war has been added. Wow. We are, we're looking bad, everybody. We are looking bad. So, guard these captives. We're going to send new Team Blonde to guard the captives. No, we'll replace you with you. Guard duty, even. Guard duty and guard captives. I feel like we've been hit with the same duty twice. Laundry duty will... Come on, bud. I mean, I can't afford to skip any duties. Yet I feel like half my soldiers are about to collapse. It's rough. Dana has settled in effortlessly immense regard as a professional soldier. Many things came very easily to him that other new soldiers had difficulties with. He had even become a kind of mentor to some of his comrades, whom he could help out with his wealth of experience. However, word had already got around that he was Alsatian, basically a Frenchman. As some people put it, even in his presence. One evening, he stood in front of my tent and asked for a word. Herr Underofficer, is my origin a problem for you? He asked straightforwardly in his somewhat peculiar Alsatian dialect. Not in the slightest. Dana nodded contently and looked relieved. I'm glad to hear that. It does wear on me a bit the way some of the men seem to think about me. You know, I come from a family of soldiers. I was a soldier before this war started. I am proud of what I do. The way your comrades talk about you is wrong. I will do my best to stop this. Dana looked surprised at first, but then his features softened in relief. Thank you, Herr Unterofficer, he said, saluted neatly, and left. As I was passing by the temporary enclosure, holding the captured French soldiers, I saw Linux fraternizing with the prisoners of war he was meant to guard. Even though he clearly did not speak their language, he managed to communicate successfully through wild gesturing. And it seemed I was observing an exchange of chocolate and tobacco. I'm going to commend him. Because it's all I've got. He might be happy with it. He smiled with relief and introduced me to the prisoners. They seemed a little hesitant at first, but I quickly gained their trust as well. For long, we were involved in a brief but friendly conversation across the language barrier before I went on my way. 1 week to the trenches, and I lost a lot of prestige for that. Why did I just lose prestige for that? Was that for communicating with prisoners? I've been told your soldier male was barely lifted a finger. Aha. Your unit is tasked with guard duty. Well, that's kind of because, let's be honest, they're all about to fall over and die. How can I help? The supply is running low. It could become necessary. Not yet, it won't. Okay, that's everything. Now, I'm thinking due to everything bad that's going on, you sit here and watch our comrades die in the overcrowded hospital. I cannot bear it. We have to help. Okay. Have some bigger rations. How about the rest of my guys? Oh my days. That is doing nothing for my soldiers. Absolutely nothing. Mail. I need a break. Have some bigger rations. Like I said, my bigger rations are doing nothing. Look at my troops. I feel everything is about to go wrong. Now, I need to let my troops rest. However, laundry duty. Well, assistant in the hospital is going to go to Dana because he is the only one that has anything left in him. Some guard duty. This is going so wrong. No, we don't want it to be male. He's asked me for a break, so he will get a break. And some laundry duty. And it is time to go to the trenches, and of course the bad weather is not helping. The fact that all of my soldiers want to shoot me in the back of the head. Oh, nice. My prestige went up. Everyone still has a bad mood, though. Low prestige was... I think low prestige was already here. Positive events have decreased. Nice. He's a little bit less tired. And he is a little bit less tired of war, which is fantastic. Have your people ready. It's back to the trenches. This is... Oh, and hospital is still overburdened. This is going to be rough, everybody. This is going to be rough. But we get through this. I believe we can make it. I need a break. You need a break. And you need a break. We do have to go fetch some rations, although I can potentially get away with that for a turn. We need more space for... You want me to... Just... Von Carlsberg? See that how much you carry? All I'm saying. Build some defensive positions and set up ladders. Isn't that behind me, though? That is behind me. What about on the other side? None of this will probably happen because... well... Just probably what now? I unfortunately have to dig a bunker. I have 3 guys that want a rest. So, Hunt. You can go and recover in camp. Did you see the end of the last fight week? Because all I can say is it went horribly wrong. I decided to do my duty as a German soldier, and everybody else ran away. So we lost the trench anyway, so I may as well have just not bothered. Followed by the fact that then 2 guys got injured, 2 guys got left behind, and so then luckily the 2 guys that got left behind immediately came back to camp. The 2 guys that injured have been lost. We have lost Hunt and Menk. 1 died, 1 got captured by the French and is in one of their hospitals. We've got Dana, and we are now back in the trench for one last phase, and if we get through this, yeah, we will make it. We will make it through. Oh yeah, we lost all of our prestige because all of our soldiers are a mess. I think it was Mail. Mail didn't bother doing his job, so we lost our prestige and we're now in low prestige. We didn't actually lose the prestige because of the fight. But yeah, I mean, we tried to basically hold back the French, and it was pointless in essence. We got nothing. We got nothing for our troubles in essence. Dana, French have a sniper in the area. Mail, we hardly have anything left to eat. Yes, we will get someone to go back to camp. Linux, you do want to go back and rest. I understand. We have a job. Oh, will you stop giving me trenches to build? So I can't go and get food because I don't have enough people. And Linux will probably collapse, so he's going to be out of action. But I don't think I can ignore the fact that I have orders. We have rations for a day. So I think we're about to run out of rations. You could have given us any other job, and we would have been okay, but we are definitely flirting on the edge of... Oh, heavy rain! Why not? We also need to fetch some ammunition. We've run out of food. Don't tell me, you want me to... deliver a message, and we lost all of our prestige because Linux didn't lift a finger. Let me see, fetch some rations. I don't suppose anyone's fast, are they? No. That'll have to be you. Fetch some rations. Will be Mail. Linux going to do nothing because he's going to collapse very soon. And next turn we will get both of our guys back. So they're probably not going to be happy still, but they'll be back. No, they will not apparently. Mail also now needs to take a break. We got full food back. Love it. Von Carlsberg, how can I help you? There's a wounded soldier out somewhere in no man's land. I can hear him calling for help again and again.
We can hold out until tonight. We could go out and search for him under the cover of darkness. No, we have to. We just cannot abandon our comrade. Nothing from von Karlsburg. That's going to take 2 people. Well, that's going to be Linux and Dana. Because Mael wants nothing to do with this. We are not on low ammunition yet, so I'm not going to go out. We are under skirmish and sniper. This is a very dangerous job. However, yeah, no, Mael doesn't care. He's somewhat jaded. So, Linux, you're going out, and you're taking Dana with you. Please don't get injured. This could be a horrible idea. Although, hopefully, if we rescue him, maybe it'll even get me some prestige. Who knows? We got some mood. Hunt. Reporting back from your break. Posted and ready. We're running low on ammunition. They've been busier than usual lately. Reporting back from your break. And our trenches are flooding. Are flooding even, sorry. Do I want to play a little trick on the French? Do you realize you're killing your soldiers, von Karlsburg? Any more? We found the wounded soldier in no man's land. He is alive and now in the field hospital. Nurse Elizabeth said it's looking good for him. We saved him. Good. Look at that mood. Look at that morale go up. You can go and recover at the back. We are falling apart. We have to go cut some barbed wire. That's going to be Team Blonde. We are potentially not going to do any recon. Although we could actually. You have good eyesight. And let's go and fetch ammunition, because we can still wait a turn on food. Please don't collapse Mael. Unfortunately, we don't get to drain any trenches. But if we can get a good report, please tell me you have a good report. Where are you? I didn't see anything out of the order during recon. Hopefully that's a good... Damn it. We're running low on ammunition. Anything else? We hardly have anything left to eat. So the fact that I sent you to get ammunition, you did a terrible job of it, is what you're telling me. Artillery, mortars, and nightly commando operations have left holes in our barb. And that's a 3-man job, folks. A 3-man job. So we have to get food this turn, and ideally we could do with getting ammunition. However, risk it all for a Chocolatto Biscuito? We are going to. You guys are going to build trenches. You are going to get me some rations, and then we will try and send you to the back next turn. We still need to drain our trenches because they're full of water. Yeah, I understood there was a sniper and skirmish. I did get that, but... Oh, we're definitely collapse gambling, by the way. But if you saw, that actually gave him quite a bit of morale. From, we're running low on ammunition. There is something going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. He's still not back yet. And von Karlsburg, 12-man job. The material supply for this section has already been used up again. Supposed to keep inventory on every single nail. We need to refill our supplies. Because all of our guys have been making 3-piece suites. As I was saying, yeah, I understood there was a sniper, but like, he actually gained like a full bar of morale just by helping the wounded soldier. And I think if I had left him to die, it would have gone the other direction. And as you can see, I'm already in risk of being shot in the back as it is. So we have rations for 2 days, so I can ignore rations. However, get material. We are literally living in the wet, unfortunately. That is kind of a tiring job. Recon. That'll be my well-eyed person. And then you need to go get some ammunition, because they might be coming over the hills. We have not collapsed yet. You're still recovering. I feel like you should be back by now. We hardly have anything left to eat. This is true. I have discovered one of the French snipers' hideouts. If we lie in wait and take him under fire when he gets back into position, he might be able to get him. Or at least drive him away. Ooh, he's engaged. Ah, but he's going to give me another 10-man job. Pioneers dig more bunkers. Kind of want to say no. I feel like Linux should have come back already. But unfortunately not. We are still low on ammunition. I really wish... consumes ammunition, it has a risk of injury, and it's exhausting. I'm going to have to leave him there, unfortunately. Because I have to dig some bunkers. Again, Team Blonde. Fetch some rations. Come a bunt, and where is he? Male, go back to camp. I really hope Linux gets back next turn. And, oh, it's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good. We now have 2 days ration zone. We have 2 days left in camp, so we should be okay for that. Negative events have increased. What did I do? I think that'll be because I didn't get the sniper. But when you haven't got... Oh, that could also be because I'm living in soaking wet trenches. Another communication trench collapsed. He has not given me 1 day off. Not one. Damn it. We're running low on ammunition. Then hope the French don't turn up, because... We have 3 people for that. Yeah, it's the water. It's, if he had given me a 2-man job, I would have even got it done this turn. But he didn't. We may as well fetch some ammunition, because resting in the trench does me nothing. Yep. Yep, so negative mood is increasing. But like I said, I have not had 1 day off from Von Karsbrook. Every trench phase, although usually, to be fair, he gives me a day off when there is artillery. And we've not had any artillery. Oh my days, no, the rain has stopped. Hardly any available ammunition has been removed. Good. Negative events have increased, changed to strained, changed rations to just 1 day. Von Karsbrook, what would you like me to do just before we go home? To deliver a message. Now, is there much point? We hardly have anything left to eat, this is true. Is there much point in draining the trenches now? Completely by the book. I'm thinking, what's the point? We're about to go back. They all have maximum negative mood. It cannot get any worse. I'm going to make one guy fetch rations just to make sure they don't get starving. So we'll put that on you. And, yeah. That is the end of the trench phase. Tell your people to stop pack. I hate you. I hate you, Von Karsbrook. I hate you with a passion. So passionate that the passion is growing more passion. Von Karsbrook. You know, you get to the point where, I'm sure if some of you have played it in your own games, where it gets so bad that your soldiers can literally shoot you in the back. Why can't we do that to Von Karsbrook? Just why? Okay, one guy wants to go back to the trenches. We have removed the wet trenches. No ammunition available. Well, that was a sudden change. Change to exhausted, change to tired, change to rations for a day. We have only a few strips of ammunition left. We don't have anything left to eat. Mail. Reporting back from your break. Our under officer is leaving us alone. I'm going to send one guy to get some rations. And I'm just going to gamble. Let's just pray the French don't turn up, people. Let's just pray the French do not turn up. Pack your things. We are relieved. Thank you very much. Let us get out of here. Oh, that was rough. And still 2 more turns until home leave. That really should go down whilst you're in the trench, because I spent over a week in the trench with 2 extra days, and it didn't even quite go down. We are short of firewood. Short of firewood, it's not even cold. And the latrine is full. What else do we get? You told me there would be more duties. You did. You really did. And ideally I could do with sorting out the hospital, but that's not going to happen this turn. Can I? It just doesn't affect their mood anymore whatsoever. They're sick and tired of being given bigger... They don't care about my rewards anymore. He wants to help out in the hospital. I would like to help out in the hospital as well. But I don't have the people to do that with. All of my people are about to collapse. That's going to have to be you, unfortunately. You're the only guy that isn't about to collapse on me. Nobody, anybody else I give this guard duty to will actually not do it. I mean, he might do it a little bit. The other guys are not going to do it, and it is going to go and cost me some prestige. Let's see what we can do. I would like a beautiful, nice, sunny day. That would possibly help. Pitiful rations added. We have a replacement. Pedersen, welcome to hell. The man who has a giant appetite. A trip to the pub has just come up. Dana has been admitted to the hospital after collapsing. I am supposed to report to you. I'm the new guy. My name is Pedersen. And as you can tell, he's so happy to be here. We have high food. The soldier, he barely lifted a finger. That is correct. Look at my prestige disappear. Is there anything else? These villagers are suspect. Doesn't look like anybody's going to get to the pub, I can tell you that much. We almost ran out. Okay, I can't give them double rations. Now, we just have 1 turn to go. Technically, it should simply be the end. You do need a break. Everybody gets a break in 1 turn, however. Let us see what we can do. Guard duty. It turns out you get to go to the pub. I mean, none of it should really matter. I'm very tempted. But if I was playing this properly, I definitely wouldn't. But the fact that I know if I press this turn, it's the end. I'm very tempted just to not do any of the jobs and send everybody to the pub. Because screw von Karsbrook. What do we think, folks? Do we just send everybody to the pub? Like I said, I know it's the end of the game. Will that actually destroy the game for us if I do that? It might just do. We'll play it safe. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. I thought I might have been called to von Karsbrook's tent. There'd not been enough meat in his portion. Wasn't it enough for you? No, it wasn't, he simply said. That kind of thing, you talk to me in the future. He had double rations, I think. I admonished. Alinsky nodded eagerly. He was visibly uncomfortable with the situation. Well then, I want more meat. Now prompted me. It took him a few minutes to add, Herr Unterofficer. I will not make an exception for you. It doesn't really matter. As a German soldier, you have to make do with what you get. And from swelts, we are dames. As if that would change the situation. I guess they have more meat, I laughed. But he didn't seem to know how to deal with my humor. Yes, he finally answered curtly and retreated dissatisfied with his still empty cookware. Come on, keep going. Keep going. This better say home leave. Huzzah! Our home leave began today. The whole morning was filled with hustle and bustle until we finally reached our train amidst such fanfare. Now I was sitting here, looking out of the window and could hardly believe it. We were really going home. Everything seemed so unreal to me. The passing landscape with those pretty little villages, the clear sky with scattered clouds, and the warmth of the sun on my face. It all seemed so removed from our past experience as if it had just been a bad dream. And yet, I had to think about Menk, Smitbauer, and Fran. They hadn't made it. I hadn't managed to get them through this. How many more would have to give their lives in this war? How many of my people, and how many other soldiers on both sides of the trenches? We also had, what was his name? There was a guy that deserted me as well. The war was not yet over, and who knew how much longer it would still go on? Now we had a few weeks of rest. But what would it be like to have to go back to the front afterwards? Saddled with everything we now knew about the war, everything we had seen and experienced, all the horror, the misery, the suffering. I gave a heavy sigh and closed my eyes. Those were thoughts for another day. Now was the time for home, family, and living life while it lasted. I honestly think that a no-death ending is kind of just pretty similar, really. You just won't have that small passage about, unfortunately, we didn't get everybody through the trenches. I'm also thinking, let me know what you think, but to be honest with you, when it comes to the actual fighting trench phases, do as minimal as possible. Because every time you try and do as much as possible, all of your allies near enough abandon you. All of the others in German squads just melt into thin air. And then you kind of get destroyed. For instance, if I hadn't attempted to push holding the trench in that last defense we did, I would probably not have lost Menk. I probably would still have Koln as well. He probably wouldn't have been captured by the French. And I probably would have made it back to the trenches in or back to camp, I should say, in much better condition. So, there's another thought for you. I think we did pretty well in the camp phase. I should have done. Yeah, and even then, to be honest with you, when they got close to that position, I should have just hightailed it, to be honest. I should have just retreated somewhere that was still within mission parameters, that maybe had some more ammunition for me to find. And I should have just gotten really far back, because that was the problem. I stayed so far forward that by the time I was told to retreat, there were 3 French squads that were actually further back than I was. So I don't know, there you have it. Well, as you can see, that is the end of the early access part. That is the end of, I believe, phase 1 of what is going to be released. There will be another phase which comes next, which I'm not sure. I can't quite remember off the top of my head whether the next phase will be the gas phase, where they basically introduced gas to the trenches in World War I. I cannot remember if that happened in 17 or 18. I assume at least 17. But as you can see, we're ending at the beginning of 1916. And then there will be a third phase. I think it's 3 phases that they will be adding, which will take us up to 1918. So, with that, as you can see, that is the end of the early access. We are going to end the stream there. I'm not going to jump into anything new at this stage. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. We made it. Did we make it well? Not in the slightest. But we made it on hardcore, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there could still be the challenge of making it without losing a single soldier. But, well, that would be a tough one. To do that, as I said, we would have to, well, everybody said you'd have to do as little as possible. You do as little as possible and you attempt to take advantage of the moments that you have available. And so with that, maybe that's what we'll try next time. But who knows? But until then, ladies and gentlemen, as per always, as I've said, thank you all very much for joining me. Thank you, Week, as per always, for keeping me comfy. For keeping me... Wait, I forgot an English words. English words. There's, you know, you stayed with me, you kept talking, you kept me company. Oh my god, English. You kept me company during stream. Thank you as always very much for that. And until next time, for all of you out there, stay safe, stay happy, and stay